For more information, you can visit online at ShuilaFlooring.com, call 509-935-8021, or via email at ShuilaFlooring@gmail.com.
This is KCHW 102.7.
You're listening to
Northern Light Public Radio
on 102.7
KCHW. Tooele!
There it goes.
I was like, where's our horsey?
I was pausing for dramatic effect.
All right. Come on, boy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good boy.
Makes you want to dance.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Wednesday morning radio show right here on KCHW. It is the Wednesday morning roundup with myself, Sharon Ludwig, and Paula Randall. Good morning, ladies. How you doing?
Good morning. Good morning, everybody.
Yeah, it's the local roundup.
It is.
Yeah. As opposed to all that stuff coming at us from all over the United States.
Right.
Yeah.
Because every other morning show is so varied. Oh, actually, it is because we get Scott coming from Maine. And
Yeah.
Yeah. So are you guys awake this morning?
Yes.
Yes.
That was a very weighted.
I'm here.
I had one of those mornings where the snooze button didn't make sense.
Right?
You ever have that where
Yes.
it's just like I don't know what this thing is. I don't know why it keeps bothering me. Yeah, that was this morning.
Yeah.
Well, I left my phone and didn't plug it in. I normally plug it in by
Oh.
the bed, and it was out by my computer out in the other room. So I'm hearing this noise going, what is that? What is that? And I had to get out of bed, walk across the house to turn off the alarm, put it on snooze. And, of course, then you can't go back to sleep.
Right.
Yeah. So you might as well stay up.
Have you ever seen those alarms? They're basically like a robot. They're wheels, and when your alarm
my
goes off,
gosh.
it just starts running around your room.
No.
It's like these two big rubber wheels on the side of it.
That's like brilliant and evil all
And
at the same time.
It'll go under your bed. It'll
Oh,
go.
my gosh.
I've never had one, but I've always thought, man, what a great way to a great and annoying way to get yourself to.
It's like you
Yeah,
wake up
force
every
yourself up.
morning really pissed off.
Yeah.
Frickin' alarm, you know?
Yeah.
I think actually my dogs would eat it.
Oh, yeah.
Deservedly so.
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, when my brother was younger, he had a hard time waking up, and he back then you had alarm clocks, you didn't have phones. He put it inside of a metal bowl and had it across the room, and it would just
Oh,
do
my
this
gosh.
awful noise.
Oh, my goodness.
Really annoying.
Yeah.
Well, at least we talked about this morning. It was not very cold out this morning. Last few mornings have been really chilly.
Yeah.
Even had a
Yeah.
little bit of frost on the ground the other day.
That's what Daniel said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whew. Yeah, and speaking of, that's a good segue to the weather. We're looking at a high of 67 degrees today with sunshine and a few afternoon clouds. 34 degrees overnight with skies clearing up. Mostly sunny tomorrow with 68 for the high, 36 overnight. Looking about the same on Friday with a few more clouds rolling in. Actually, 24% chance of rain on Friday.
Yeah, my screens
That's,
are 16%, but yeah.
Yeah, that's. I'm torn between really wanting the rain and needing the rain, and I'm going to be at the market. I don't want
I
it to
know.
rain at the market.
It's like not on Fridays and not on Saturday.
And our market tent is you look up and it's
Ventilated?
It's ventilated, thank you. In many spots. It's probably we got this week and one more market to go, and I think that tent will be retiring.
Ah.
So it doesn't have too much left in it.
Are the poles good? Can you get a new top? I mean, is that possible?
It is possible. I think we're gonna go with the. I think we're gonna get something fancy with like branding on it. Ooh, yeah. Right.
Right, and sides maybe? Or,
Yeah. Moving on up in the world.
Wow.
Moving on up.
Wow. Well, moving on to Saturday. Moving on up to Saturday, I guess. We have a high of 65 degrees, 39 overnight, 72 and 40 on Sunday with sunny skies all day. Monday looking about the same. Actually, 75 on Sunday. Things are starting to warm up a little bit. At 77 degrees next Tuesday with mostly sunny skies. It's summertime again.
I'm looking.
we're
I
getting
know.
back up there. Actually, I don't, that's not. Actually, that's pretty good weather right there. That's that mid 70s. I like
Right,
that.
that's like the peak. That's the perfect.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I think that between like 68 and 75, about where you keep your house. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I know that last time it was this beautiful weather, we actually got some gardening work done, which was really neat. And then my family, I collect heart rocks. Are you heart rock collectors?
No.
Okay,
Is
well,
it rocks painted like hearts?
no. You find like when you're hiking or you're out at the beach or something like that, you find the rocks that are shaped into hearts. And so I have a large heart rock collection that I keep meaning to wire wrap and hang on a window frame.
Oh, okay.
Right? And so, but since we moved into the house, we were moving rocks, and the guys just dumped my buckets of rocks in the backyard. So one of our yard work chores was to go out there and try to dig out those heart rocks.
You guys meaning your family guys or like
Yes.
people that help you? Okay. Like, we hired these
Those
guys.
little minions that follow her around.
Yes. I'm like minions, reach into the pile of dirt and spiders and find my heart rocks. Yeah, no, actually, I was the one doing it. I couldn't ask anybody to do that. But
Oh, okay.
So how many storage units do you have for all your collections? That is the question here.
Well, I'm not too bad. We only have the one storage unit, but it is absolutely full. I'm thinking maybe I might have purchased one reindeer too many. And then I'm doing the Christmas tree labyrinth, and I'm so excited. And I know we're going to get a lot of Christmas trees from the community when they're done with their trees. But I'm still obsessively purchasing Christmas trees. I just bought 5 more.
Oh, fake trees?
Yeah.
Oh, are you buying them used or are you buying them new?
Oh no. Oh my God. We don't have that money. There are so many people who are purchasing new Christmas trees for the season and they're selling their old ones. And there are people who are selling their old ones for $50 and $60 and $70. And then there are the people who are selling them for like 10 or 15 and it's a 7-foot tree.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, I'll pick up that tree. So I picked up, 5 more from the area where they're just recycling their trees. They're just, hey, it still works. And for the Christmas tree labyrinth, it just needs to be a tree.
I'm going to connect you with Melissa. She wants to do a Christmas tree forest for Rudolph, and she just needs 3 trees.
Oh, darling. I have trees. I have white trees. I have 7-foot trees. I have trees of lights. I have so many trees. I will hook you up. We will talk. We'll get coffee. It'll be good. Everything is going to be fine.
We had a little one for years. My wife had it before we even met. And over the years, those fake trees, the needles fall off and they get bare. Well, we were moving where we started traveling more and the bottom of it was not good. It needed to be replaced. We just took the top of it and made a little base just for the top. And when we were traveling in our RV, that was our Christmas tree, was just a little top. And and we still have that little top and we still set it up every year. It's like it goes on a table or on the kitchen table or a little desk or something. I think last year I even brought it in here for a while. Yeah. It's our little
It's
our
a
little
tradition
mini tree.
now.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. We have Xander, who loves the holiday. Christmas is like his favorite. He just informed me that, we go crazy for Halloween. He's like, about Halloween.
Oh.
I know. I had to look at him and verify our DNA connection. But for Christmas, he loves having a full-size tree in his room.
Oh.
And so he has a fake 5-foot tree. That's his tree, and it's up in his room. And then I have a little tree like what you were saying, the top of your old one. And that one is like one of our Advent calendars. We've got the little ornaments we put on. And yeah. So
What a fun tradition.
Yeah, isn't that neat? And
Yeah,
he doesn't take it down until, like February. And I'm finally like, okay, no, really. I need to pack the Christmas stuff up now. Come on. We got to take down your tree.
We inherited this beautiful white flock tree from my mother-in-law when she passed away, but her and her husband were heavy smokers. So we really loved the tree, but we couldn't put it in our house. So that became our front porch tree. So now we have
nice.
Now we have a front porch tree as well.
Yeah,
Nice.
we have a front
Yes.
porch tree.
Yep.
Yep, and it goes in a. Somebody was selling a little wooden wagon, and it was just
Aw.
plain wood, and so I painted it red, and I have little things on the side, and so we have a tree that goes on our front porch in the wagon.
See,
Aw.
what I tell you, she has to have 3 or 4 storage units. This woman.
No, it's just one
Either
and
that
it's packed
or they
really well.
they sleep in the front room because the bedrooms are full of stuff.
No. Oh,
Okay,
I feel
okay.
terrible. No.
You know, we came here with almost nothing. We like I said, we traveled for years in our RV,
Yeah.
just driving around the country, and then we moved here, and all of a sudden we started gathering so much
Right?
stuff.
Yes. See,
It's
Chuck gets it.
insane how quickly you can gather. Well, that and we started a business that we opened 3 months before COVID hit, and so that stuff's all in storage. And then we had multiple family members pass away, so that stuff's all in storage. And then plus all the other, moving into a new place, you buy furniture, and you're like, okay, well that was the cheap starter junk, so you buy better stuff, and then that stuff goes in storage. So yeah,
Yeah.
too
Well,
much stuff.
we've lived in our house for over 50 years, and there's things in there I say, if I was moving, this wouldn't be here. I'd get rid of it. But,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, when you're in the same house, you just keep it because you never know when you might need it.
You never know when you might need it.
That's exactly right.
So my rule is if I can put it away, like if it is neatly put away, then I can keep it. If I
rule.
haven't touched it in a year,
Yep,
then I have to assess and be like, okay, why am I keeping this?
right.
So, like, I hadn't used my canning stuff in like 2 years, and I haven't used my dehydrator. So, it was really important this year that I can, because otherwise I was like, okay, if I'm breaking my own rule, if I'm not using it, then I need to let it go, and it's taking up space.
Yep.
So, my craft supplies, now that is a hard, right? Because that's the
Yeah.
stuff that you never know if you're going to use.
Exactly, because you might have something for 4 or 5 years, and all of a sudden you have just the spot for it.
Just the spot.
That
Yes.
and tools.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
how often do you use a plumber's wrench?
Right.
Or whatever those things are
Yeah.
called.
Yeah.
But you need one when you need one because the
Oh,
store's
yeah.
not open when you need one.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like a planer or all
Yeah.
kinds of woodworking tools. I
Yeah.
don't know when I'm going to need that. What
Exactly.
if I need to build new cabinets next week? you know?
You know, we are redoing our kitchen, Chuck. You might need to be doing new cabinet.
You're in line after I redo my kitchen that I've had the cabinets in my storage unit
Oh,
for
no.
4 years now.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah. Probably longer than that actually.
Okay.
Oh, you
okay.
really do need to redo your kitchen.
Yeah.
I know.
Let's go on to something.
Let's go on to something more
Okay.
important.
So I'm so
Oh,
excited,
Is that more important?
right?
I don't know that there is anything more important, but
I know,
you know.
but the breakfast menu. The breakfast menu.
Okay, let's do the breakfast.
Okay.
menu. Okay.
So I'm so excited. October is up. The calendar is not as exciting as the September calendar, which I'm a little disappointed by.
Aw.
Because the September calendar was really, really festive, and the October calendar just has a big pumpkin and like a couple of bats. They could have done more, but
I
okay.
think it's cute. I like it.
It's tolerable. Okay. So the Wednesday morning is cold variety cereal or a breakfast parfait or super bakery bread or a rotating breakfast sandwich. I think maybe somebody heard us saying, what are they going to serve? So they hopefully put the ors in there, letting us know that all are available maybe simultaneously for our children in schools.
Well, yeah, what if you've got a really hungry kid? Can he have an and?
Right? Oh, good point.
My understanding is it's like a setup like a continental breakfast type thing.
Oh.
Like just come and help yourself. But I could be wrong. That's
Well,
just what I was told.
You have
See?
been wrong before. It was a long time ago, though. A long
Bite
time
your
ago.
tongue, lady.
I love you, Sharon. Oh my gosh, that was epic. Okay, and then the lunches, they changed up the lunches a bit. So they
Oh.
used to have themed days, and it looks like they have mixed things up. So on Wednesday, we have farm to school tacos, local ingredient pico de gallo, and then fruit and veggies. And then it used to have like Wednesday was like Asian food day, but we have tacos and enchiladas, and then it goes back to teriyaki chicken and chicken blossom chicken and egg rolls. And Friday used to be like Italian day. And yeah, see,
They're just mixing. They still have the same stuff. They're just mixing it up a little bit.
well, there's mac and cheese that I didn't see before, and there's chili that I didn't see before.
But those things aren't today.
No, they're not. I'm just okay. You're right.
Okay,
So
let's
today,
just-
Don't,
Stay with
don't confuse
today.
people.
I know. So
Yeah.
today is farm to school tacos, local ingredient pico de gallo, and then fruit and veggies.
All right. You know what else we have? We have our Chula Valley Lions Club calendar.
Yay.
And before I read these names, it is time to get those submissions in for next year's calendar.
It is.
Time to get your name on the list to get the calendar for next year. I believe those calendars
I've already bought mine.
I believe they're $10 a piece through the chamber. I still haven't been
It's
able
not through the chambers, through the Lions.
I'm through the Lions Club. That's what I meant to say.
Okay, so I went to the Lions Club last time I was here, and I do not see. Oh, this link is still broken.
Yeah, I don't think they sell them online. You have to tap somebody on the shoulder if you see them around. I know Melissa's selling them. Our very own Dr. Jazz,
Brian Ross.
No,
his
but
wife
to
Margie.
submit your birthdays.
You have
Yes.
to give them a list.
You have to find someone with the
somebody.
Lions Club and
Okay.
tap them on the shoulder and do it the old-fashioned way in person.
Yeah. You give them a printed list.
A
Just write
printed
out on.
list.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
and
yeah,
then you only have to make changes after that. Like
Yeah.
if you have a new baby or something, then you just add the one new baby because they keep all those birthdays year to year. Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah. So I have my 6 kids and my 8 grandkids and my 3 or 4 in-law people, and
Oh my gosh, that's brilliant.
yeah.
I'm so excited. My son is going to propose to his fiance. This is not a surprise. She knows, and he's not listening anyway. But it's so fun because they want to have babies right away.
Oh,
I know. I'm super excited.
so you can be grandma.
Oh my God, right? I'm super excited.
That'll be nice. I don't know if I'm ever going to be a grandpa, but it sure would be nice to be able to buy toys again. I mean, that's really my main thing.
Right. That's the whole purpose of being a grandparent.
You know, speaking of buying toys, I got the other day. Okay, I know I'm in the middle of doing the calendar, but I got to tell the story. So, we got a toy catalog in the mail,
Oh.
like an actual big, thick
From who?
paper from Amazon. It's
Yeah.
a paper toy catalog.
Yeah.
You must do a lot of Amazon shopping that you are so special. You got that calendar.
Yeah.
More than I would like to admit. But I walked in, I was so excited about it.
Right?
I showed my kids, oh my gosh, kids, look at this. And they go, why
Yeah.
do we need that? We can just go online.
Oh.
I was like,
Oh, what a disappointment.
You know, I'm
No.
holding it, I'm smelling
Like
it.
the Holy Grail.
like-
Angels are singing. Oh. yeah.
Exactly. I'm like, I'm handing it to the kids. Here, smell this, kids.
Yeah.
Let's
Look.
feel it.
Right?
Yeah, it's all the experiences were coming flooding back.
And
Yeah.
that they will never really know.
And they didn't even care.
Yeah.
They didn't even care.
See, yeah, Xander used to love those toy catalogs.
Well,
Yeah.
now
And when Toys R Us was still here, the Toys R Us catalog.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
man, that
And-
was like thumb marked, right? The pages turned, and
Well, and
yeah.
Oh,
they
yeah.
cut out the pictures and tape them or paste them on a paper and say, here's what I want for Christmas, that kind of stuff.
yeah, yeah.
although they have been flipping, I've caught them a few times flipping through it, going, ooh, ah,
Oh, see,
ooh.
you will convert them yet.
Yeah. Well, also they're about to be 18, so Dad, that's toys are
Yeah.
for kids. Like, no, they're
yeah.
not. Toys are for me. Okay. Anyway, moving on to the Chula Valley Lions Club calendar for today, October 2nd. We have Damian Rooker and Ashley Lane with birthdays. Happy birthday, you two.
Happy
Yeah, there you go.
birthday!
And-
Happy birthday! Happy day! Happy birthday! Yay! Yay!
And just a reminder, yes, once again, find someone from the Chula Valley Lions Club and
Yes.
And-
Yeah.
get your name on that calendar for next year. It's a lot of fun,
Yeah.
to have your name read out on the. We like reading your names out.
Yeah.
We do.
Yeah.
There are days when I read that calendar for the announcements and there's no names on there.
Oh.
And I just go, "Oh."
That's so sad.
that
It
is
is.
sad.
It
That means
is.
we're missing somebody.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, one of these. I was gonna get the KCHW birthday on there last year, but I had it in the date. It's in the computer here somewhere, and I was like, once the calendar came out, once we were getting ready to do those submissions, I was like, all right, I'm gonna do it, and I couldn't find it again.
Oh no.
Yeah, there
I'm so
was.
sorry for you.
I know there's like 5 or 6 different pieces of paperwork, all with different dates on it, but there was one date that Scott had chosen particularly. I think it's March 12th. I'm not sure, but that's the date that sticks
You're
in
going to
my
have
head,
to
so-
find
I
out
was gonna
because how
say-
can you have a birthday party without it?
Yeah.
I know, and we
have to
talked.
look it up.
We didn't have time last year, but this year we're talking about doing a early morning breakfast pancake feed.
Woo,
Yeah,
have
for the
fun.
KCHW
That sounds
birthday.
nice.
Yeah.
Maybe even do it live on the air and invite people over. I don't know,
Ah.
that could get
Depending
sticky.
on what day it is, I'll
Yeah.
come
Yeah.
flip pancakes.
Ooh, yeah, that'd be a lot of fun. All right, so moving on. Do you want to just 7:45?
Yeah.
Sure.
Do you want to get straight into the events?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. We
Sure.
got lots of stuff happening this. Well, one big thing in particular this weekend.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard.
Well, if they haven't, they've not been around listening to
Right?
the radio. Okay, today is Wednesday, October 2nd, and we have soft pickleball at the golf course. I'd like somebody to let us know when they're going to move to the middle school, because I'm assuming they will during the wintertime, and we just need to know that. Bingo at Fired Up Pizza tonight from 6 to 7. Cougar Volleyball is away at Medical Lake, and tonight is City Council. They are going to be discussing the future of recreation things like a swimming pool. So there are people may want to come and hear what they have to say.
Yeah.
Where is that? Is that at the casino?
No, it's at City Hall, and you go in the front doors. Do you know where you pay your bill? You go to the
Online?
right. Oh, online. Okay, well, you go in the front door, and it's to the left.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's called the City Council Chambers, and there's limited seating. So,
And
anyway,
it starts what time?
6:30.
6:30. Okay.
Unless you have anything else for today, there's public library stuff, but the public library is not open, so you're going to have to find what's happening in other public libraries around Stevens County. Thursday, October 3rd, we have the First Thursday. First
Yes.
Thursday,
Art walk.
yes,
Yeah.
the Art Walk, and Craig and DeBratz are Fired Up Pizza. There's things happening all over town. Let me see if I can get my flyer. It's right here, I'm sure.
I haven't been able to find the flyer for the art walk this month.
No, it's really pretty.
Yeah, Nicola Weston is at Trails End. Catherine James is at the Yale Press. Becky Goforth at Quartzsite Brewery. Now, if you've not been to First Thursday Art Walk, this means the things that they paint or produce are at those places. They're
Exactly.
showing. They have a showing at. So there's art all over town. Jackie Masterson and Katie Frey are at McCunn Gallery in the Mountain Market on Main. And there's a lot of sponsors. This is just a really half the advertisement is sponsors. It's so
That's
exciting.
awesome. Yeah.
Because when it was first started, there was just a couple of sponsors, and it's just expanded. And people are
Yes.
doing things around First Thursday Art Walk. So the whole community's alive.
Yeah.
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 And we have some phenomenal artists that are here that are
do.
being shown. I know every time I go into Trails End, my brain leaves my body completely because I just stare open mouthed at some of the beautiful, beautiful artwork.
Right.
And then Tim is so gracious. This must be a common thing that happens to people when they go into the
He
gallery.
just walks over and closes
Yeah.
the jaw for you. Gently pushes up on your chin.
Exactly.
Oh, thank you, Tim.
Thank you for that service. Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
Really, really neat stuff. Definitely come out for First Art Walk.
So really quick,
yeah.
just a couple more things for today. The chamber newsletter deadline is today. If you want to get items, if you're an organization, you want to get items in that chamber newsletter, the deadline is 3:30 today. And the Chula Valley Lions Club, speaking of them, they are having a meeting that is at the American Legion Post 54 from 5:30 to 6:30. I've talked with several members of the Lions Club, and they're looking for new people to join the Lions Club. They
Yeah.
do a lot of great stuff.
They do.
Especially for vision.
Yeah.
Glasses, helping kids.
And hearing. They do.
Yeah.
They help with hearing aids,
Yeah.
too,
Well,
for
now, if
local people.
we have glasses to donate. This whole how to get a hold of the Lions Club thing is very frustrating.
You just have to know somebody. I just bring glasses to the chamber and hand them off to
Yeah.
Brian, usually, or
And
Melissa.
they'll get to the right place. Mm-hmm. See, our generation, if it's not online, we don't know how to do it.
You have to know people, and this is a people-to-people communication.
What?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
I know you. I'm going to start bringing him to you and be like, Sharon.
And then I'll hand them on to somebody else. Yeah. Okay, anything else for today?
No, bingo. Community bingo tonight at Fired Up Pizza.
I did mention that, but
did
I
you?
just slid right through it.
I'm
So
sorry.
that's okay. They need to have it twice.
You know why I wasn't paying attention? Because I got all the stuff up on your computer and forgot to get it up on mine.
Ooh.
So
yeah,
I-
we're looking at it. We got you
Yeah,
covered.
yeah. Okay, and Thursday also, Cougar Volleyball is home
Ooh.
against St. George's, and it's at 5 and 6 tomorrow night. And along with the First Thursday artwork walk and the
Friday.
Yep. And then we go to Friday, October 4th, and we start with Chamber out at the casino, and all are welcome.
Yep.
Businesses, nonprofits, and individuals, and we have all of those that attend.
Yeah.
You want to be part of Chihuahua? You want to know what's going on? Sure. Come to the Chamber meeting. That's at 7 a.m. Some people have a hard time getting there at that time, but that's the best time for businesses
Yeah.
because business people can come, and most of
Yeah.
them, except radio people.
Right. Who's on the air?
Yeah. And then they can get to their business on time. So it's just from 7 to 8 on Friday mornings. Also, adult pickleball at 9 to 11:30 up at the golf course. Craig Meyer karaoke at Fired Up Pizza that evening, Friday evening. Oh, I forgot the farmer's market.
Friday
Killing me.
market.
I got these. I always say I'm going to go around and put these in the right order for the day, and I never do it because here I am at 9 o'clock on Tuesday night going, okay, I got to get my script ready.
This is like exquisite torture. I'm over here vibrating with excitement to talk about stuff, and she's slowly reading.
Well, I want people to have time to digest it and put it inside their brain.
That's right. That's
yeah.
Oh, well, you are much better than I am. Oh, my
And
goodness.
also, the Chihuahua Cougars high school football game is at home. It's their homecoming game. They've had festivities all week
how
long.
fun.
And it's against Lind, Ritzville, 7 o'clock Friday. Now, they're in the process of putting up the new
the
press box.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the posts are all in. They haven't got the box up. They were starting to put the stairway in yesterday when I walk the track occasionally. And, well, 3 or 4 times a week.
That's more than occasionally.
Yeah.
Anyway, they don't have all the bleachers back, and they can't because they have all this equipment up there. So it is, I'm doing a shout out. If you're going to the football game, you may want to bring a lawn chair.
BYOC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bring your own chair.
Bring
Yeah.
your own chair.
Yep.
They will probably have a bleacher or 2 up there, but they're not going to have enough for everybody. You're going to want to bring a chair.
Yeah, especially for a homecoming game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
how
I was
fun.
actually just wondering because I knew they haven't had a homecoming, and I'd seen some other schools posting stuff about homecoming, but
Yeah.
that's this weekend.
Yeah.
That's very
this
cool.
weekend.
This would be a good football
Friday.
game to go to.
It would
Yeah.
be.
Yeah.
Okay. Are we
Okay.
there yet?
Now we are
I
on.
want to say too, going back to the Friday market. This is
Okay.
the second to the last Friday market
Second
of the
to
year.
last,
That's
yes.
right.
There's this one and one more, and they're done for the season.
And
Yeah.
the last one is going to be pumpkin bowling.
Yes.
How
Pumpkin bowling.
fun. Yeah.
But I know it's early and we haven't yet had a Halloween, but this is a great time to Christmas shop, guys. I have already put my orders in with Red. I have already put my orders in. Look, she's scratching her head.
I haven't even done my Halloween shopping
Oh
yet.
my God. I'm so excited. I'm like, okay, and I've got, from stuff from this lady and I've got stuff from this person. And
Well,
I
that's
mean, I'm going to be
true.
so
If-
organized.
Yeah, and if you're getting handmade gifts or you are making handmade gifts,
Yeah.
yes, this is the time you start. Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been working on stuff for my kids, but I roll my eyes at you.
Oh. I have actually already been buying Christmas stuff.
See?
Because, I'm broke, so I got to do like one little thing
Exactly.
here
Oh,
and one
yeah,
little thing there.
absolutely.
And
Spread it over. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so did you guys go over to Valley Drug and they have Chihuahua puzzles and postcards and magnets?
And
No, I
I
haven't seen
think
that.
I saw where did I see it? No, that was in Colville.
Yeah.
A Colville Monopoly. I just thought that was
Oh,
kind
how
of cute.
funny. But
Yeah.
Monopoly sucks. So, can I say that?
what?
Yeah. The
As a
girl-
gaming aficionado.
No, the girls
Oh.
in my neighborhood, we would play and we'd have it on a card table and it would last all week. We'd go home and then we'd come back and play some more a couple hours. Yeah, it
Well,
was
it
crazy.
sounds like you guys weren't cutthroat. Man, I play with my husband and it's divorce time, man. He will not let it go. I'm like, honey, you won. I'm conceding. No, you still have one property that's not mortgaged. I'm just like, I can't.
I'm guessing that's why you don't like Monopoly.
I cannot. Yeah, I'm just like, okay, done.
Okay, let's go into the highlight of the week, which is Saturday.
Fall
Yes.
fest, fall fest, fall
Yes.
fest, fall fest.
Now, we have so many things going on Saturday. It's really pretty
So
exciting. We're going to start the day with the Firefighter Olympics.
Mm-hmm. Well, actually, technically, the car show starts first. The Firefighter Olympics start at noon. The car show starting at 10. Behind the Macun
Okay,
Gallery.
you are absolutely right.
Mhm.
Well, how come on this flyer it says Fall Classic Show and Shine 11 a.m.?
Oh.
Oh well, they're gonna set up. They're gonna be the goal is to be ready to set up by 10.
It says sign in 10 a.m.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's
There we go.
when the sign-in starts, and then I guess by
Okay.
11, then the public can come in.
Okay.
My brain is having a hard time figuring out between what's on our schedule and what's on the public schedule.
Right.
Okay. And then we have the Firefighter Olympics, which starts at 11. And in my brain,
noon.
I thought it was at noon, but on this flyer it says 11. So have they
says
changed the
11.
time?
No, it's supposed to be noon.
Well, it says maybe they're setting up at the park at 11, and then the actual Olympics start at noon.
And maybe this was one of those teaser flyers.
It could have been.
Oh, you know what?
I think they
This is a teaser flyer because it says last year's 2023
got.
wildlife.
Oh yes. It is at noon. The Firefighter Olympics start at noon.
So that's pretty funny. I pulled it off and yeah. Okay.
We
That
can
is
see what
funny.
the chamber calendar here says. Oh, it says 11 a.m. on the chamber calendar, too.
Oh, well then.
And here's the...
And it says 2024.
Yeah.
11 a.m.
It says
and
11 a.m., October 5th.
For the Firefighter Olympics.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, they
Support the 2024 Wildland Firefighter Olympics. Sponsor a team.
So if you show up at 11, you can watch them set up. And if it doesn't
Yeah.
really start until 12,
You'll be able to watch everything from start to finish.
yeah, exactly. Although it says registration starts at 10.
Huh.
So, yeah.
Well, there have been a few, just for logistics. There have been a few schedule changes that may not have been updated yet.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Well, very cool. Okay, and then there's going to be...
but also not my department. I'm not on that committee. So
Yeah. And then we want to mention the kazoo.
No, not
par-
yet, not
Oh,
yet, not yet.
Okay. Tell me what's
let's go
next.
through the day.
Okay, so you have the car show, right? And then you have the Firefighter Olympics.
Right.
And of course, we're going to have live music with amazing musicians.
Okay.
Starting at what time, Chuck? Is that starting at noon?
The music on the Toyota main stage starts at 11:30
See?
with Jacob Van Now,
Yes. Okay.
and then from there we're gonna have the Stevens County Stompers. Coming on at
Yes. And they're
12:30.
doing how
Have
many
fun.
shows? They're doing it a couple times or just one show?
They're doing one show throughout the day. I believe last time it lasted about 45 minutes.
And then Taekwondo kids are going up.
Yeah, then there's going to be a
The demo
Taekwondo
team.
demo
Yeah.
that's happening around 1. And then we're going to do a changeover, and then we're going to have 2 stones, 1 bird. And then there's actually going to be a presentation from Spectrum giving Anovia one of those big fat comical checks.
Ooh.
Anovia's done a lot of great work in the community. They put a lot of money into especially rural communities.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
In this
yeah.
area.
They have really helped us over at the Center for the Arts.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
So there's going to be a great presentation, sort of honoring Anovia and
Nice.
from Spectrum, handing them a nice check so they can keep doing the work they do. Then we're going to have Old Souls and Antiques, and then the Kazoo Parade.
No,
Oh.
you're still missing something.
What am I
So
missing?
before the Kazoo Parade, there's going to be the anti-run fun run.
Oh, yes.
So
yes.
Bradley's Taekwondo is a fundraiser. This is the most brilliant 3K you have ever seen in your entire life. So Bradley's has all these really fit kids.
Mm-hmm.
So the idea is you can sponsor a kid to run for you. You don't want to
That's
run
right.
the 3K? You go ahead and sponsor a kid. They run for you while you hang out in the beer garden and have, a favorite soda or beer. And you get a medal when they finish.
Isn't that fun?
That is
Right?
great.
So you get a medal. You get to sponsor a kid. Daniel and Xander. Daniel is a kid, and he and Xander practiced their 3K this week. Yesterday, they're going to do it every day.
Is Daniel one of the kids we can hire?
Daniel is one of the kids you can hire.
That sounds right.
Now
Okay.
he will do it. He might be the last one in, but boy, he does it. And he's awesome and super excited. And so I asked Sam, I'm like, well, the kids get a medal too, right? And she's like, yeah, the kids that do it get a medal as well.
Yeah, I suppose.
But it's a great way to sponsor, kids to go to nationals or kids to be able to go to camp or for any of the million different things that Bradley's Taekwondo does for our kids in our community. This is a perfect way to help them raise money.
Oh, cool.
And then the epic of all epic, yes, the Kazoo Parade,
right.
our wonderful fundraiser for KCHW. So, are you going to be doing raffles throughout the day?
Yes, there's going to be raffles throughout the day. Those kazoos are out in businesses right now. We'll be at the
Yes.
Friday market. Get yourself a kazoo or 20.
Or 20, yeah.
Or 20. So those kazoos, they go to benefit the radio station. They're $3 a piece. They're also, as you said, your raffle ticket
Yes.
for prizes throughout the day. So come to the market, the market.
Yeah,
also come to the market. Come to
yeah,
the market
come
and
to
see
the
us
market,
tomorrow.
buy some, yeah.
Friday, not tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
And
Friday.
then my days are all, what day is it?
Wednesday.
Okay, thank you. No, we're going to be having those raffles all throughout the day. Calling numbers out. You do need to be present to
Yep.
win.
Do you need to be present? Because
Yep.
you're just a number.
Yep, exactly, exactly. The numbers are written on the bottom of the kazoos. And then meeting at 5:30 in front of the Toyota main stage. We're going to be gathering. We're going to have a quick little tutorial, little lesson, learn a couple songs, and then we will
love this.
march with all of our kazoos throughout the festival grounds.
Yes.
And it's going to be a lot of fun.
The first annual Chihuahua Kazoo Parade.
Exactly. And we have some amazing prizes to give away.
Nice.
We have gift cards from local restaurants. We have art pieces. We have a piece from the lovely K.S. Brooks. I have 2 pieces to give away from Julie Everson.
Ooh.
She does recycled art using
Is that the glass?
dishes embedded into
Oh.
glass window panes. You hang them up like sun catchers, essentially.
Those are so pretty.
Yeah.
They have some up at the general store.
Yeah, exactly. She's given us not 1 but 2 of those to give away throughout the day.
Wow.
We're still stuff is still coming in for those raffle prizes, but we've got a ton of stuff. We have
Very cool.
We have a stack of gift cards from Andy's, stack of $25 gift cards. We have a $50 gift card from Sporty's
Oh,
that I
wow.
just picked up yesterday. Yeah, so that's a big one.
I know you said lift tickets from 49.
Yeah, we're gonna get some lift tickets from 49.
Nice.
Like I said, all the other restaurants in town, we're still working on going to get those picked up. So I don't want to say until I have those in hand.
right?
But yeah, we have some other pledges from some people. If you're out there and you have a business that you would like to also donate,
Well, and what do they get if they sell the most kazoos?
the business that sells the most kazoos gets a free month of sponsorship with KCHW.
That is awesome. So we
Yeah.
can talk about them like we talk at Alan at Chihuahua Carpet. and stuff.
Exactly.
You like my shameless plug?
Well, and you are talking about the different restaurants. They are going to have specials during the
Yes.
Fall
Yes.
Fest.
Yes.
So they will be our food vendors.
Yeah.
And isn't that fun? Also, along with the local restaurants, the American Legion is having a hot dog or a baked potato bar on Saturday from noon to 7. And they're going to have door prizes with each meal purchase. There are family games in the parking lot, and all are welcome in the hall for the day.
Very cool.
And they've been
Yeah.
working on that building. Did you see them? They're working
Yeah.
on the.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, that mural. That's
Yes.
yes.
The building's
yeah.
looking really great. They've
Yeah.
really given that thing a much needed facelift. It's
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
glad that's good. That means a lot of people are supporting it. That they were
Mm-hmm.
able to do that, and good things.
So this doesn't have anything to do with that, but the murals, we have the Creative District has like a mural walk, and then I'm sure they'll add that to it.
Yeah.
Well, somebody told me, well, why doesn't the Creative District also have a chairlift walk?
Those are
Oh,
new.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and find all of them. I understand there's supposed to be 10 by the time they get done.
When are they going to get done?
I don't know, but they've got 2 there. One by it's not.
No,
by,
it's down
it's
by the Huff
Cre-
building.
By the Huff building, and one across the street from
Right,
there.
yeah.
They've got one down in Mountain, Maine on that place.
the Mountain Market on Main.
yeah,
right?
yeah.
And then there's
I
one
mix
at
that up all
SETI's
the
in the
time.
garden area. There.
Yeah, and that one's been there a long time. That's
Yeah.
not one of the ones from the.
For the thing, but if you're wondering what it is, it's
Yeah.
like the one at SETI's.
Yeah, because all the rest have the name of the run on the top of them.
Okay, I was wondering about that. I saw
That
the
is
names on there. I was wondering where those came from.
cool.
Yeah, that's the name of the run that they replaced those
Okay.
chairs from.
Very
oh my
cool.
gosh,
Yeah.
Very cool.
Chihuahua.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
Yeah, and the PACA, or the Center for the Arts, we're in the process of getting one. It hasn't been there yet, but we're going to have ours down along the creek and
Oh,
to view the
lovely.
creek.
Nice.
So they're going to be all over town, and I just think that'd be a fun thing to add to our murals.
That's a
as
really
we
good
also
idea.
have,
I like that.
where are
Yeah.
they? You know?
I love that.
Yeah.
With a little story about where they came from and
Right.
That's
yeah,
great.
yeah.
That's really cool.
And the Westoffs have done an amazing job.
Oh,
with,
yeah.
with the frames and getting
Yeah.
those up. So
Yeah. Yeah,
You
we
know what
were.
else they've been doing? The improvements. There are drinking fountains
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
all over the place.
Yeah, yeah.
those
There's one at Triangle Park. It hasn't been there. That's been a real issue
Mm-hmm.
for Triangle Park. And they even have the little thing for the dogs.
I love
That's
that.
what I was going to say. The
Yeah.
one downtown has one for the dogs. Did they all have one for the
Yeah.
dogs? Yeah.
To me, that's the best part of it.
It's
Yeah.
the best part.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I'm loving it. So these improvements.
And they even have they have a foot pedal too, so
Yeah.
you don't even have to bend over. You can just use your foot and give the doggies a drink.
Little drink.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
So, anything else happening on Saturday?
Yeah, we cut off the schedule at the kazoo parade.
Oh, okay.
So there's that kazoo parade at 5:30. Then 6 to 7 is Fool's Paradise
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Our
with
Go ahead.
Dave Bergman and family and his band, which I'm really excited about. Our main act for the evening starts at 7:30.
main event.
There you go. It is Max Daniels in New Jack City.
Oh, it's going to be so exciting.
And if you guys haven't heard him or heard of Max Daniels, he is a very successful musician from Spokane. Luckily, we got him to come up here. We caught him just right.
Right at the right time.
Yeah.
Oh, exciting.
They are a 7-piece soul and funk blues rhythm rock band. They kind of do it
that'll be
all.
fun.
Great.
They do covers. They do originals. And Max, man, he works a crowd. He is really, really phenomenal. The voice on him, he should be touring worldwide. Just a phenomenal
So excited.
talent here right here in the
Yeah.
region.
So, it's a layered clothing day. We know from
Yes.
you telling us the weather
Yep.
that, keep your coat in the car so that you can run and get it so you don't have to go home. But during the daytime, you're going to want to peel off that coat and,
Yeah.
Yep.
and be a little cooler. But
Maybe-
then when you're talking about this main event,
It's 7, yeah.
It's 7. You're going to want to have a coat.
Maybe tie it around your waist.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
what a fantastic day. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
You've gone up and you've seen the firefighter Olympics, you've looked at the cars, all of the vendors are the
Yeah, you've eaten
restaurants are
downtown.
there. Yeah,
Yeah.
you've been able to go, yay, run with your kid, and you've gotten your medal,
Yep.
you've done all this stuff, and then
you
you
bought
go,
your kazoo.
right? You've won amazing things in the raffle, and then you are there listening to amazing music, eating your hot dog, or having one of the amazing food offerings. I mean,
Fire burgers.
what? Yeah, how fun.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering how I'm going
How
to get all
fun.
the food in that day. I'm going to have to pace myself. I'll
Well,
start early.
Yeah, you're going to have to go up and down the kazoo parade. You're going to have to do the route a couple times so that
Yeah.
you're like still processing everything.
Yeah. Make sure to get up and move around a lot, and then so you can hit all the restaurants and get a
Right.
little something from everybody.
Little
yeah.
something for everybody.
Yeah.
This is so funny. Look on Sharon's phone on her live feed. It says that Gino is watching. Hi,
Oh.
Gino. On my phone, it says Daniel is watching, but Gino is not on my phone, and Daniel is not on her phone. Isn't that
Wow,
funny?
that is pretty funny.
Oh, we do have to back up a little bit here too. For the car show,
Yes.
just Darren is the musician's name. He's going to be performing there at the car show too. So there's going to be
Oh,
multiple
fun.
stages.
Oh wow.
And
Okay.
he's not going to be the car show's not going to have music the whole time.
Right.
He's performing we have him scheduled right now from 12 to 12:30. We're going to see if he can stick around a little later.
Okay.
He's a very versatile guy. He does all kinds of stuff. He does rock covers, blues. Amazing guitar player.
And the car show is going to be behind Market on Main, right?
Exactly. Yep.
Nice.
And I think all proceeds from it go to the local veterans. And that's happening with
That's
a lot of
huge,
things that
yeah.
are happening. The you're supporting different parts of the community by coming out and supporting Fall
Yep.
Festival. You're
Yeah.
supporting firefighters, you're supporting veterans, you're supporting Taekwondo,
Mm-hmm.
You're supporting our downtown vendors.
yeah,
Downtown businesses are.
and the
the radio
school.
station.
We're doing some stuff with the schools. Just all kinds of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's going to be a presentation to the school too from some of the money from the previous two festivals. That
Yeah, yeah.
are going
Nice.
to buy books.
Yeah.
So there you
yeah.
go. Lots
And
of
then the
stuff.
fun doesn't end because on Sunday, drum roll. brrr.
Wait.
Oh, see, I left my kazoo at home. Oh no,
How dare you,
I know.
Sharon? Do you need a kazoo?
She does need a kazoo.
Yeah, I'll have to buy one. Yep.
We'll get you one during the break. We'll write you an IOU.
So, what's fun about this to me is that people have said how we need to bring back Chautauqua. And I think that a one day or one weekend party is not near as fun as having parties all year round.
Yeah.
And this is a party for Chihuahua, and it's
Yep.
a party about Chihuahua. And we're bringing Chihuahua people together. The one thing about Chautauqua is a lot of local people would say, I'm leaving for the weekend. There's too many people that come from out of
Yeah.
town. And so these kind of weekends, like Fall Festival, this is where we gather and we have a party
Yep.
for Chihuahua.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I just think that's wonderful.
You know, and I know like Chautauqua was amazing, and
It was.
everybody would love to see something like that back. But there's sort of the mix. Okay, so yes, it's a lot more work to do multiple festivals that are smaller throughout the year, as opposed to get everything setting up. It does save a little bit of the work doing them all in 1 week, 1 weekend. But the expense, I mean, we're talking,
It was
just
$70,000
Yeah.
to put on Chautauqua.
yeah, just our budget for doing this one day thing, and you think, oh, okay, well, we've got the tent. We'll save a little bit of money by having it for the 3 days. But the musicians, you have to, we make sure we pay our musicians their
Yeah.
full standard going rate. They don't give us a discount. They don't play for free. We don't want them to play for free.
Yeah.
We make sure everybody gets paid. You have all of the even down to the outhouses, hiring security. You multiply all those by 2 or 3, and these events become really hard to sustain
Yeah.
financially.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and the other thing, so much has come out of Chautauqua. It stopped, and then all of this other stuff has come. So I arrived.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I arrived after Chautauqua, so I've never experienced it. But I can say, as somebody who moved here, a year and a half now.
Yeah.
The amount of activity in the community where there's always something interesting. I don't have to go to Spokane. I'm like, oh, what's happening this weekend? Oh, look,
Yep.
this is happening. Oh, look,
Yeah,
this is happening. And it's so nice to have that locally. And from what I have heard, one of the things that is something that people have missed is the parade.
Yes.
But give us enough time, and maybe next year we can include not only a kazoo parade and the fun run, but maybe we can have a parade of some type, or maybe
Exactly.
a 4th of July parade or, something, because that seems to be what a lot of people say. Oh, I miss the parade.
yeah.
And it all goes down to Mr. Otta, somebody oughta.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Every time you hear somebody say somebody oughta, guess who's somebody?
That would be you. Yeah.
You, buddy, you're somebody.
Okay. And so, and this is really, just like Summerfest, it's really a 2-day festival.
Yeah.
It is.
We're not having the same thing each day, but on Sunday there's other things to do. There's we can start the day with, you can ride a half a century bicycle tour. And
Yeah,
it
this
starts
is a
at
Lions
10
Club
a.m.
thing.
Yeah. And it's the Lions Club. You can go 8 miles, 10 miles, 25, or 50-mile supported routes, which means there are people for at different checkpoints with water. There are people that are helping with traffic control, things like that. Yeah. And so that is a good way to start that second day after you've eaten all that food on Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I know. I rode my bike about a mile last week, and I'm still sore.
And then when that's through, you can go up to 49 degrees north and enjoy their
The Rocktoberfest. Yeah.
And I don't have the flyer that has everything that's going on at that, but it is amazing what they have going on. And they have entertainment, they have food. Does anybody have that?
I'm going to see if I can find it right now.
Okay. Because the only flyer I could find was just this one that says 49 degrees north Mountain Resort Rocktoberfest, October 6th.
Right, and I know they've got a whole day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know there's activities, there's music, there's...
Okay, so they say, this is from the 49 Degrees North website. Join us here at 49 Degrees North Mountain Resort this Sunday for a day celebrating the change of seasons. Enjoy a gourmet brunch and specialty drinks on the deck. That actually sounds really good. Plus beer, an Oktoberfest-themed lunch, and live music by Old Souls and Antiques, DJ Evergreen, and One Street Over. The 5K run starts at 9 a.m. and you can sign up online. And then when you're there, you can stop in and pick up your season pass from 10 to 3.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Nice.
So downtown on Friday or Saturday and up
then-
at the hill on
yeah.
Sunday. And then Sunday you can come back down and go to the Fired Up Pizza for the Blues Jam.
Mm-hmm.
And the weather once again for that Rocktoberfest is going to be absolutely gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
So this is actually really exciting. Now, again, I just moved here, so I did not experience that really bad winter.
Mm-hmm.
I know when we were looking at buying our house, it had been a very cold winter, and there was still like 4 feet of snow on the ground.
Yeah.
But the forecast for this winter for the mountains is looking to be more snow.
Good.
Yeah, and I love the winters of the snow. About every 20 years, we have the big snow around here.
Mm-hmm.
And, it'll pile up 3 feet or so, know. It's just, and I love those winters.
I love it.
Yeah.
I'm not normally a fan of the snow.
I know you're an Alaskan guy.
I had 20-something years of it. I had enough, but last year was awful. Last winter. Yeah, no, we really need this. It's not winter without the snow. It's like, what? Come on.
It's just cold weather.
Yeah. What's the point if there's no snow on the ground?
if there's no snow on the ground.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, not to mention, it makes a worse fire season. Your plants don't grow. The mosquitoes go crazy.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why all of the gardens, every gardener I talk to says this is just such an unusual year.
Well, it's been so hot. The hottest year on record in human history.
Really?
Yeah.
And
This
then
year.
we just, it's just weird. And it was
since
too
we've
cold.
been able to keep track of it.
Too cold in the spring, and things didn't start, and
And actually, they had the NOAA Center in Airway Heights, the Spokane NOAA Center, one of the driest days in the history of recorded history. When they send up their balloon, right, to record barometric pressure and humidity and stuff like that, the fact that there was so little moisture in the air, and that was last week.
Yep.
It's kind of like what's going on? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not a good reading.
Well, on that positive note,
I know.
we need to take a break. We need to thank our sponsors.
Okay, 'cause-
listen to the news.
Yep. All right. We got a couple other things, but
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
well,
there's
I just
more.
like to go through next Wednesday.
Yeah, go for it.
On Monday, of course, we have adult pickleball. On Tuesday, we have Cougar volleyball at Kettle Falls. And on Wednesday, we're back to acoustic jam at Andy's.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have other things coming up that we might talk about later.
Yeah, because there's a lot coming up.
There's a lot coming up in the month of October.
Look at
two
Chuck's
words.
eyes start to twinkle. Is there stuff coming up?
2 words. Pumpkin bowling.
Well, I've got a flyer right here on
Yeah.
Pumpkin Bowling Tournament, 3:30 on the 11th October.
Oh my God.
There you go.
Yep.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back. We're going to have probably some celebrity birthdays. We're going to talk a little bit more. We're going to talk a little bit about what's going on with the hurricane situation.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. If you've
yeah.
seen some of those videos that,
Horrible.
the
Crazy
RVs
stuff.
floating down the creek that used to be a little tiny creek. Yeah.
I've seen full homes floating down.
I was
streets.
gonna
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
So stay tuned. We are the KCHW Morning Show. We'll be right back after this break.
It's 8:19.
Your KCHW morning show is made possible by donations from
Colville Toyota. Colville Toyota, located at 160 West 3rd Avenue in Colville, offers new and used vehicle sales and service. Vehicle sales is open 8:30 a.m. till 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday, with a Toyota Express Maintenance Center open 7:30 a.m. till 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. More information on Colville Toyota's vehicle inventory and services is available at colvilletoyota.com. A small-town dealership with a big heart.
and by Chihuahua Flooring.
Chihuahua Flooring at 214 East Clay in the 3rd Street Mall offers a wide variety of products, including carpet, ceramic and porcelain tile, vinyl and laminate planks, and vinyl sheet flooring. Chihuahua Flooring carries products for both commercial businesses and residential homes, including brands like National Flooring, Dell Tile, Mannington, and Mohawk. They also offer blind repair. For more information, you can visit online at shuilaflooring.com, call 509-935-8021, or via email at shuilaflooring@gmail.com.
This is KCHW 102.7.
The Public News Service Daily Newscast, Tuesday, October 2nd, 2024. I'm Farah Siddiqui. Hurricane Helene's death toll has risen to nearly 160 as rescue teams search for survivors across the southeast. The storm left many without power or cell service, but recovery efforts are in progress. Meteorologists report a 40% chance of another tropical system developing this week. The U.S. Navy fired interceptors against Iranian missiles after Iran attacked Israel. The IDF confirmed one Palestinian killed in Jericho, while Israeli airstrikes on Lebanon left 55 dead and 156 injured, according to Lebanon's health ministry. And now, wildfires linked to climate change are impacting Coloradans' drinking water.
As a warming climate brings bigger and more frequent wildfires, burn scars left behind at high mountain altitudes are seeing snowpack melt much faster than non-burned areas, according to new research by Colorado State University. Lead author Wyatt Reese says snowpacks act as massive water reservoirs during winter months. Until now, they've melted slowly in the spring, sending water used for drinking, agriculture, and other uses to millions in Colorado and across the West.
And those snowpacks melting at a quicker rate puts more stress on the infrastructure that we have in place that will need to be managed differently so that there is enough water for those downstream uses.
Rising temperatures have already changed the timing of when snow melts, and the state's water managers are working to capture earlier flows. I'm Eric Galatis.
Fruits and vegetables are a key part of a balanced diet as adults mature. Our Terry D reports some barriers are hindering older Americans' ability to eat nutritiously.
American Health Rankings claims nearly 14% of Illinoisans aged 60 and above were food insecure in the last 12 months. Registered dietitian Christiana Williams explains the lack of food access is also impacted or caused by psychological and mobility factors.
Many of them are living alone and or can't drive anymore, which can really impact their motivation to want to actually go out and choose healthy options. From that mental aspect, it can be super frustrating to lose that sense of independence.
She says standing for long periods to prep and cook meals can also create more limitations.
A recent foodborne illness outbreak among deli meats is putting the spotlight on how these foods are regulated. Eric Tegedoff reports.
The Listeria outbreak in Boar's Head products has led to 10 deaths and at least 59 people sickened across the country. Jovana Kovacevic is a Listeria expert with the Oregon State University Food Innovation Center. She says it's important to know that Listeria is prevalent in the natural environment.
It would encourage industry to sample more, and once they find positives, it would help them act before the food becomes contaminated and before any contaminated foods ends up in the commerce.
Kovacevic says Listeria is most harmful for vulnerable populations.
This is Public News Service. Voters next month will be shaping how future elections operate in many states, including South Dakota, where nonpartisan primaries are on the ballot.
Constitutional Amendment H would shift primaries in South Dakota to an open top two system. Every voter would get a single primary ballot listing all candidates, and the two in each race with the most votes move on. Currently, political parties decide which registered voters can participate in their primaries. The Democratic Party now allows registered Democrats, independents, and unaffiliated voters to do so, but Republicans have a closed primary for registered party members only. Joe Kirby with South Dakota Open Primaries says changing the system would increase participation.
Candidates would change their messaging so that they would appeal to all voters in the state instead of, as they currently do, appealing to the partisan few that show up for our primary elections.
Only 17% of registered voters in South Dakota cast ballots in this year's primaries, according to the Secretary of State. Kirby says under the current system, more than 150,000 voters are left out. I'm Kathleen Shannon.
And New York is working to address its maternal mortality rates. Our Edwin J. Vieira reports.
The state's Department of Health finds between 2018 and 2020 there were 121 pregnancy-related deaths, but close to 74% of them could have been prevented. The findings also show black women had a maternal mortality rate 5 times higher than white women. Chanel Porche Albert with Ancient Song says midwives and doulas can be a solution.
The doula is able to, do home visits, is coming in, is providing emotional well-being, helping them to get prepared for the birth, as well as postpartum care.
New York's Department of Health issued a standing order expanding access to doula services. This includes creating a $250,000 doula expansion grant program and the Department of Health's doula directory. This helps people find doulas who can provide services to Medicaid members.
The cost of a graduate degree in the U.S. tripled between 2000 and 2020, according to a new report.
People with master's degrees, law or medical degrees, or PhDs still earn higher incomes than those with other credentials, but decreasing state investment in public higher education has led many schools to pass their costs on to students. Catherine Morris with the Georgetown University Center on Education and the Workforce says as more federal aid becomes available, some universities are increasing tuition.
Meanwhile, the median debt held by graduate students has increased from $34,000 to $50,000 over the same time period.
Still, Morris says graduate enrollments are growing. The report offers a debt-to-earnings test students can take to help them better understand the financial implications of going to grad school. New Hampshire has the 6th highest rate of student loan debt in the nation. I'm Catherine Carley reporting.
This is Farah Siddiqui for Public News Service. Member and listener supported, heard on interesting radio stations, your favorite podcast platform, and you can find our trust indicators at publicnewsservice.org.
KCHW is online at kchw.org. Listen to the live stream, find out about station events, memberships, local weather, and volunteering. You're listening to KCHW 102.7.
That, my friend, was a live microphone.
We're back.
Well, we're not totally back. There's no picture. Oh.
Right.
There it goes.
There it goes.
There's a delay.
And we haven't heard the horse yet, so we're not fully back.
Yeah.
You mean this one? There we go.
You're so good.
All right now. Come on, boy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good boy. Yeah.
You know, a lot of people don't realize that, but that's just me on the weekends on my third job.
You know somebody
rustling cattle.
did ride a horse past Triangle Park.
Did they?
Yes.
There's
Once
a
in a
few.
while you see horses in town in the summertime.
I love this town.
There's a couple right at the end of the neighborhood. There's a farm. They've got stable and horses.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I see them every once in a while riding around. Also, welcome back to the KCHW Morning Show. we are back with myself, Chuck Ritchie. We have Sharon Ludwig, Paula Randall, back again coming at you
for our local roundup.
That's right. It's our Wednesday local roundup. Thank you so much.
We have to put a call out, though, to people because nobody's commenting today.
Oh, I know.
Right? So if you're out there, you guys need to tell us you're out there. Let us know what's going on. If you have a comment or a question, let us know.
Yeah, because we think we're just talking to each other.
Which is fine because we can entertain ourselves. But just saying, we're here for you.
You know, and really quick, too, I'm going to go through our KCHW headlines.
Okay.
But before, we're gonna discuss a little bit about what's going on with a hurricane. But before I read this news, our former news director, Levon Ellis, she recently moved after she was here to Asheville, North Carolina, where she still writes our news every morning.
Wow.
Has it ready by the morning show, which I'm not great about reading those every morning. I do read them every day for the announcements. But she makes an extra effort to get him in. Of course, there's a 3-hour time difference.
Yeah.
She always makes an effort to get him in here before we go on the air at the morning show. And I'm not great about remembering to read them all. But she's in Asheville right now. They're having some extreme flooding.
Oh my goodness. It's horrible.
It's a 1,000-year event. And I was reading an article about Asheville. A lot of climatologists, a lot of people say that Asheville, in a potential, disastrous situation, Asheville was considered, that whole area was considered sort of a safe zone because of its distance away from the hurricanes. It's close enough to where you can get there in emergency relatively quickly, but far enough away from any danger zone to where there was never really considered any danger. And with this hurricane, I don't know if you've seen any of the pictures, everything in Asheville. It is horrible. The whole Biltmore estate, I don't know if you're familiar with that. We actually just last Thursday, I think Scott and I were discussing it in a news story.
Mm-hmm.
there was one of the buildings in the Biltmore Estate. It's actually one of the largest homes in the U.S. There was one portion of on the Biltmore Estate that was only the roof was sticking out of the water. That is 8 minutes, an 8-minute drive from Levon's apartment.
Wow.
Luckily, the flooding didn't get to her, so she was okay. She lives with her son, her dogs. They're okay. She managed through this. She missed one day, the morning of the big floods, getting the news out to
well,
us.
we better start reading that because if she can make that effort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she sent me a message somehow through all of that with no cell service. Hey, I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to get the news out today.
Oh my
I was like, oh my
gosh.
goodness, Levon.
It's the last of your worries.
Please don't worry about it.
Yeah.
So if you were listening last Friday, I also didn't get the announcements out. I didn't get the news or the announcements. Just kind of ran out of time, and with everything going on, I just didn't. But today we bring you the KCHW headlines. I am Chuck Ritchie. These are written by Levon Ellis from Asheville, North Carolina. Thank you so much, Levon, for doing all that for us.
So the headlines, the news that you have on Facebook, is that what she's written?
Yeah.
Okay, because I read that every day.
Yeah.
You may not read it on the paper. On the paper.
On the air.
On air.
Yeah.
But I do read it when it's on Facebook.
Yeah,
I read it.
yeah.
every
Levon
day.
writes those and posts those for us every day.
Oh, cool.
So yeah,
Cool.
Yeah, that's her. So dozens of insurance companies are suing Inland Power and Light for damages that resulted from the Gray Fire last August. The suit alleges that Inland Power was negligent by failing to properly install and maintain electrical equipment, and for failing to turn off its power lines during a red flag weather warning. I remember that there was some stuff where the power should have been cut. I think they had some sparking that may have
made more fire.
Yeah.
Well, in this last couple of days, I heard somewhere they had turned off electricity and then they turned it back on. Down in that area. So they're real serious about it this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and the fire danger this year has been so bad. The firefighters, the power companies, everybody working together to keep the risk as minimal as it possibly could. Wow. So, news story about the 2 dust storms that blew through central and eastern Washington last week. They were the result of near-perfect conditions for those events. The National Weather Service says precipitation for the last 30 days
was down.
Yeah, it was 25% or below, very dry, and it's agricultural season, so farmers are out working their fields, breaking up a lot of the dry soil. These conditions created a perfect storm, so to speak, for the dust storms. And some of those, we were getting gas out by the casino. And man, the winds were whipping up, and it was during that storm. And I got out, and I got it was like somebody threw dirt in my eyes.
Yeah.
You know, it was painful, and it wasn't just the dirt; it was the force.
Yeah.
It was like getting, pelted in the eyeballs.
Yeah,
it was
I've
crazy.
been in one of those once when we first moved to Quincy, which is in the middle of the state, and I was in the 6th grade, and the fields moved from the east side of town to the west side of town.
Wow.
And we could not see the house across the street because of the dust coming through town.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was amazing, you know. So I feel for these people.
Yeah.
You know.
I still have a large branch across my power line. I need to figure out what
you need
what
to
do.
contact.
I do.
Call Annie, and she'll put you in charge of the electric people, and they'll drop the line, and then you can get the branch off, and they'll even put it back up. She
Well,
said,
that
"You
would be
let
great.
us know, and we'll try to get it back up same day as you make the request." So you
That would be cool. I need to do that.
Yeah.
And I need to trim. We have a large willow tree, and every year we have problems with it hitting the line, or something will fall off.
And willows are notorious at dropping branches. And
yeah.
Drying and
the
dropping.
problem is they're 80 feet up. It's a massive tree, and to get up that high,
Well, then that's when you have to start saving pennies and
hire
hire somebody who has one of those
I know.
lifty things that goes up 3 stories.
I've got a 12-foot pole saw, but it only gets me so far. Yeah. Last story here: a Portland, Oregon indigenous artist has been chosen as one of this year's recipients for the MacArthur Foundation's annual Genius Grant.
Nice.
Wendy Red Star is a visual artist who uses her work to challenge the ways Native people have been portrayed in museums, history books, and pop culture. The 22 fellows will each get a grant of $800,000 over 5 years to spend however they want.
Wow.
$800,000.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Could you imagine being an artist
and being given that budget?
And being given that budget to just be creative?
Wow.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
That would be amazing, but I think my first call would be to my community.
Yeah.
You know, okay, I have this money.
Yeah.
You know, what can we do? What can I do in the name of art?
Yeah.
To help support the community. That would be, yeah.
That's really cool.
That's amazing.
And thank you again, Levon, for doing all this stuff.
Levon.
And I don't thank her enough because she has been. She drove here when I first got this job just to come help. She worked in radio for 22 years.
Wow.
She joined us on the morning show for a while.
Yep.
She's been just
Sounds amazing.
Indispensable for all the work and all the help she's done between her and Scott and everybody and all the support I've gotten for this. It's been really great.
Yeah.
And Levon, we miss you, but thank you.
Yes, thank you. Mm-hmm. So yeah, the flooding. There's a campground. So this couple, I started following this couple because they, spent all of their life savings and they bought this campground that had been, left alone for years and years and years. And they were so excited, and they were working on the outbuildings and getting it cleaned up. And they were so excited to open for their first season, which was last year. And they're, of course, in North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
And they went back to see their campground. And I mean, it's not there.
Yeah.
Just the whole structure of the landscape has changed. And there are just all of the buildings were washed away. And I mean, what can you do? There was another story about a young man who opened up like a spirit store, so not like really a bar, but a spirits, kind of bar with food. And he had spent his life savings. He'd mortgaged his house. He'd done all this stuff. It was like literally their dream. It was open for 32 days.
Yeah.
And it completely was wiped out.
And I've seen stories, especially, in Florida, some of these areas closer to the water that get hit regularly. Now, insurance companies are now not renewing their insurance. There was a story of a business, I believe it was a restaurant or something, where they had just gotten rebuilt from the last big hurricane. They just opened their doors like last week, like within a week of Hurricane Helene coming, completely destroyed their building again with no insurance. And so they are now...
Maybe it's time to move to the Northwest.
Right?
Shh, Sharon.
Oh, yeah, we don't want them all here. Yeah. Maybe not.
Yeah, there's... And,
you
there's...
can move to Nebraska.
Yeah.
There's... I don't want to get too deep into it, but this... a lot of lives have been lost during this hurricane. It's been really tragic. This has been one of the worst ones we've ever seen.
Are we allowed to share resources for support?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so my friends in the area shared services that are on the ground and working to help people in the affected areas, and I shared it to my page. And so the ones that are doing a lot of work, Beloved Asheville, and they are... Beloved Asheville is the Facebook site, so if you go there, Mountain Mule Packer Ranch, they are taking strings of pack mules to supplies with hard-hit areas.
Okay.
They're not accessible by any other way, and you can find them on Facebook at Mountain Mule Packers Ranch. The Cajun Navy 2016 is bringing supplies directly to people, and that's CajunNavy2016.org. Grassroots Aid Partnership, another local grassroots organization that is cooking meals, which, of course, feeding people is a big deal right now.
It is.
And they are, again, on Facebook, Grassroots Aid Partnership. Hearts with Hands Disaster Relief in Asheville is www.heartswithhands.org. The Asheville Dream Center is setting up a large distribution center of supplies at the Asheville Mall, and that is at asheville.dreamcenter.org. The Manna Food Bank of Asheville is another great source. And then, of course, World Central Kitchen does a lot of work, and all of the affected areas are working in Florida as well as North Carolina, as well as some of the other areas that are hit. So World Central Kitchen is a great resource, and you can specify where you want your money to go.
And,
Well,
go ahead.
It's not just Chihuahua that helps. It's all over the United States.
Oh, yeah.
It's all over the world, really.
Yeah.
When people are in trouble, people help.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, and one thing they are saying is they're asking if you're going to send in donations. Most of the internet, most of the communications are still down. A lot of places are still without electricity, and they probably will be for a long time.
Yeah.
Electronic transfers aren't doing any good because people can't access those funds So if you're going to send donations, if you're going to send help, send cash. They need the cash. It's the only thing that can be spent on the ground right now in the affected areas.
Checks.
No, they can't do checks because banks usually
Banks are closed.
All the banks are closed.
I'd really
they can't
be leery of sending cash.
I would say World Central Kitchen. They'll be able to distribute the funds. Some of these other areas must be able to be getting their funds somehow because they're actively on the ground. You know, boots on the ground doing work right now.
I think that was referring to if you have friends, family, loved ones, and you want to help them directly.
Sure.
Don't transfer money. Don't send them PayPal. You know, don't send them a check. Just send them they're going to need cash. The mail's still going through. They're still getting mail somehow.
Right.
And also stay off the phone. If you want to communicate, send a text message. Send
email.
Something. Try to stay off the phones because there's still a lot of emergency communication going on. The first responders, the rescue teams are still. There's a lot of. There's
a lot of cleanup. There's a lot of repair. Yeah.
The cell services they have are under stress. They're kind of patchwork together right now to just kind of get some communication back up and going in those areas.
Yeah.
So stay off the phone. Send people a text. Send them an email. Send them something. People are still getting back up on the internet. People are still using their cell phones and still have data. But
not the best time for a 6-hour-long conversation.
No, don't talk about how the kids are doing.
Yeah.
Just keep it to a minimum. So.
Big breath.
Yeah,
that was a lot. Yes.
The White House, they are actually proposing a bill to where did I see that here? So to help boost the recovery of this, they are proposing a. Let's see, what is the actual term here? Yeah, so Monday, Biden said he expects to ask Congress to approve a supplemental bill to help cover the federal costs for Helene relief. The devastation from this is kind of unlike anything, even Katrina. I mean, it's looking like it's even going to surpass the damage that Katrina caused.
That's what it's looking like, especially in areas that didn't expect it.
Yeah.
You know, Florida kind of expected it, some other areas, but to be so far inland and to have, a dam give and have the flooding issues that happened, it just was not something that anybody was prepared for.
Well, and I think this is one that was coming in. We knew it was coming in.
Right.
And it was one of those where at the last minute, it actually got worse than expected as it made landfall.
Mm-hmm.
And it was expected to be a big one, but not anywhere near what it ended up becoming. So,
are you losing your voice, Chuck?
I have a little frog in there, you know.
Oh no! What will Sharon and I do?
Yeah. We can hold down the
right.
Right.
We got it.
So let's move back into some more local news.
Yes, please.
You guys had auditions the last 2 nights for the One Act Plays.
Yes.
How did that go?
Well, Paula, how did it go?
Oh my gosh, it went so good. We have so many amazing, talented people here. And I want to put out the call again.
Mm-hmm.
If you missed the auditions last night or the night before, go ahead and contact Catherine Patton, or you can contact me, but Catherine is the one who's in charge of the One Act Plays. We're still looking for a few more people. We have a lot of amazing people who auditioned. It was so nice to see the people come out. We actually had people waiting to audition. So
really?
That's what I'm saying. It was really, really cool. And the plays are going to be great. I'm actually going to be directing one of them along with Catherine is directing one. Bonnie Spencer is directing one.
Oh, that's
Debbie McConnell is directing one. What is the other lady's name? It's eluding me. Lovely. Oh my gosh, Catherine, are you online? Save me. There's another lovely lady who's directing a play whose name I've forgotten.
Yes. She was in the Thanksgiving play.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well.
Yeah. Her.
The Thanksgiving or Christmas?
Tall, no.
Yeah, she's a tall, lovely lady. She rides her
play?
bike around town.
Well, we didn't do it at Thanksgiving, but it was about Thanksgiving, you know.
Yeah, oh my gosh, I can't remember her name. I'm so sorry.
Tall and thin and really pretty.
Right? And she's just, so we have a lot of wonderful directors.
Is it Taryn?
Taryn, it's T something.
T something.
Is it Taryn, the therapist, Taryn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, good. Phew. Okay, we have her. Phew.
Oh, she's right. That's amazing. I love her, that whole therapy team over there. They help me a lot. So yeah.
Well, and so we have all these wonderful directors, and we're doing really funny shows, really introspective shows. Some might, tug at your heartstrings a little bit, but they're quick and they are consumable, so you don't have a lot of heavy stuff happening on one night. This is going to be a great one-act festival. But
I'm excited
again,
for it.
if you wanted to audition and you missed it, there's a small window, like we have to cast, but there's a small window. Contact Catherine Patton. You can call the center and leave a message with Sharon, and she'll get a message to Catherine if you want to audition. And there's still a little bit of time. We could use a lot more young women, 20s, 30s, young women. We have parts for all ages. I don't think any children, but all ages from young adult to older adults. So
Okay.
I'm very, very excited, and they went so well.
Nice. That's good.
We have a pile, when you have a pile. So I'm very, very excited. Saw some familiar faces. And then coming up, we have the farmer's
Where's
market.
the drum roll?
Oh.
All
I let it
right.
up and everything.
Yeah, I'm waiting with bated breath.
I was too. I was waiting for you to do something. But it was
I
me.
missed it.
Oh, my. Well, we do have the farmer's market on October 11th with pumpkin bowling, so get your arms ready.
And that's the last day of the farmer's
Absolutely,
market.
the last day. And then we have one more, Colville Valley Animal Sanctuary Vaccination Clinic on October 19th. Coming up October 25th and 26th, the Big Stomp, number 2. So if you want to see the Stompers, you see them this weekend, and then you'll want to see them again.
Yeah.
So you'll want to go, and I don't think tickets are out yet, but they will be out soon. And on that 26th is another one of those full weekends. Because because we have the chamber auction and gala, we have the trick or treat, the haunted path, we have the Big Stomp, and we have a complete skills basketball clinic. And we're going to give you all those details as they get closer. We just want you to be aware of what's happening.
Yeah.
And actually, the haunted house that Bradley's is doing opens on the 25th.
Okay.
And so I'm pulling up that calendar here, that poster. She just sent it to me. Here we go. Curse of the Pharaoh, haunted house. We were I do my own sound effects here. On October 18th and 19th, it'll be open from 6 to 9 p.m. On October 25th and 26th, it will be open from 6 to 9 p.m. And then on Halloween, it'll be open from 4 to 8. Entry fees, adults are $15, children are $10. You can get $5 off your entry if you bring an item for the food bank. So again, that's Bradley's Taekwondo presents Curse of the Pharaoh.
And this is a good fundraiser
I'm
for
scared
them.
now.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this should be really cool. Last year they did clowns. That terrified me.
So Daniel says for the one act's too bad I can't play a young woman. Well, not with that attitude. You can't.
Right, Daniel?
Oh man.
And then if you miss and don't want to be in the one acts, there are auditions again the end of October.
Yes.
For the radio play, It's a Wonderful Life.
Oh yeah.
And so that's a good option too, because that's a readers theater, but there's still a lot of rehearsals, and there's a lot of things that you learn in being in a radio play.
Show. You just don't have to memorize.
Yeah.
You have to be exquisitely familiar. I think that's how Catherine said it last year.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of fun. Like you said, it's not a huge lift. The rehearsal schedule is pretty light. You get to read from the script as you play, and I'm really excited about this one because we've got a lot of the tech issues resolved. Because when people don't realize, well, maybe they do realize that the amount of tech that goes into having something that's live and over the air and recorded and on video, it's a lot to get down. And last year we just kind of winged it. Between the whole cast coming down with COVID 2 weeks before the performance and struggling through all that, we had a young lady that actually injured herself immediately after the play.
Immediately after the first show.
Yeah.
Yep.
actually ended up breaking her leg. needed
And she's
surgery.
back. She
Yeah, she's
auditioned
back.
Yeah,
for.
she auditioned yesterday.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. She is.
Yeah.
She is just. You can't keep her down. She's
Uh-uh.
amazing. I
Yep.
love her. Yeah. So we're. I'm really excited about it. I'm really
Yeah.
excited to see what we can do this time around. The play this year that has been chosen is "It's a Wonderful Life."
Right?
Right.
We've got the script that we're just about ready to pull the trigger and have in hand.
Yay!
So we can start going. And
Yeah.
good stuff.
Yeah. And it's just, these are teasers. We'll give you all the
Yeah.
details as it comes up
Yeah.
closer.
And another
Yeah.
teaser close up to start getting your act ready. Get your act together, people. We're about ready to put out sign up forms for next year's Chihuahua's Got Talent. We want to give people a lot of time to really put together a really great act and really get the word out, maybe further than we have this last time. It is called Chihuahua's Got Talent, but it is not limited to Chihuahua. We want anybody in the region, anybody in our listening area,
Yeah.
to come and apply. Last year we had Hannah Johnson. She is actually she's one of the stompers. She's gonna be performing on Saturday. A 2-time national champion stomper.
From
Clogger.
Chihuahua.
From Chihuahua.
Yeah.
But even bigger than that, she was the winner of 2024's Chihuahua's Got Talent. So,
Yeah.
So she's kind of a big deal.
So those listeners that we have way back over there in Germany,
Oh, I
if
was
you
just
want
gonna
to
say that.
come,
This is plenty of notice.
Yes, you can get your tickets, and we'll let you know when that's happening.
Yes.
Exactly. All right. So would you guys want to do some celebrity birthdays or want to do some trivia?
No, can I share more about my the haunt?
Oh, yes, please.
Okay, so Daniel and I are getting ready to actually do the construction of our haunt. And I'm so excited because we're going to do some illusions. So we're trying to build an endless tunnel. So as you're going through our haunt, as you're going through our path, and ours is a family friendly, nothing is going to jump out at you. We don't have any animatronics. It's just, traditional spooky stuff. But we're trying to set up more special effects. And so, we're doing an endless tunnel effect, and we've got more lights, and we've got fog, and we have a higher ceiling than we had last year. So, there won't be any leaning down and crawling.
Oh, what fun is that?
I know, but there was always that fear that the cardboard was going to fall on you last year. So this year we're doing all flats, and so we have 4x8 flats that are hooked together, so it gives us an 8-foot high ceiling. So it's going to give us a lot more room to hang stuff and dangle stuff and.
Perfect.
Yes, and my sisters are coming.
Oh.
Both of my sisters will be here for our opening of the haunt on the 26th and 27th, which I'm super excited by.
Are they going to come in and join us on the morning show?
I don't. I will.
That was a real blank.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
I think they're coming in too late. I'll have to check their flights, but on Friday that would be amazing.
I wasn't sure if that was a ooh, imagine the possibilities.
No,
or if that
it's
was
just my mind literally
no.
got blown. But you know what? We sound exactly alike. It would be very confusing for the audience because my sisters
they would
and
have to watch on Facebook.
Yes, because
There you
you would
go.
see the three of us, the three sisters. Jane and I literally sound exactly alike.
Do you?
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yes.
That might be fun.
It's a lot of fun.
We could turn the cameras off and have people guess who is who.
Who is who? Yes.
Ooh,
Yes.
I like it.
And they'll be like, "Why is Paula being so subdued?" And that because I'm being my Jane. Yes.
Perfect. I love it. I love it. Well, we are getting close to the end of the show. Let's skip the celebrity birthdays. There's only a few, and let's do some trivia. Do you guys want to do some trivia?
Maybe.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
I like trivia.
Yeah, trivia is much cooler.
All right. So these are October. Now that we're in October, it's the first week of October. We're going to do some October trivia.
Okay.
Okay.
Not just about Halloween, but this is about the month of October in general.
Okay.
All right. So what does October mean? If you break down the root of the word, I believe it's Latin or Greek origin. It doesn't say where the origin is. It just says, what does it mean?
It means fall leaves fall.
No.
Oh, darn.
That was good. That was good.
Think of the word.
Oct.
Meaning?
Oct.
What is that?
I have no clue.
Is that like a shape?
No.
Oct.
Like that's 8.
Oh, okay. In
Yeah,
German.
like octagon.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
So, but it's not the 8th month.
But it's not the 8th month.
And
It's the 10th month.
You're freaking us out,
yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Oh, see?
Yeah.
So it actually means the 8th month.
No.
But it is the 10th month.
It doesn't mean the
That's
8th
weird.
month.
That's what it says. That's
no,
what it
that's
says.
a lie.
Well, maybe, that we're using a calendar that wasn't always used, and it's not used by all societies. So maybe that was the origin of the word from another time
Maybe.
before they used the current calendar system.
I'm going to have my
All right.
voice go up really high because I'm not really sure that's real.
Where does Chuck get his information?
Right.
From the internet.
And
well, everything is always
It's
right
all
on
true.
the internet.
It's all true. Okay. What are the 2 astrology signs that fall in October? Are you guys into
Scorpio.
astrology? Oh, you are. Yes,
And,
that's one.
I think Scorpio and Libra.
You are correct.
Oh, good, because I had no clue.
Right?
Okay. What there are? No, I'm gonna skip that one. All right. What large holiday do Canadians celebrate in October? This is actually one that Americans celebrate as well, but in a different
Probably
month.
Thanksgiving.
It is Thanksgiving. There you go.
You're so good. I was
There
like,
you go.
Yeah. I think I remember that from somewhere.
All right. Italians actually have a day this weekend. October 6th is a special day for Italians in America. Happens October 6th every year. You probably won't get this, but it is. I'll just tell you. Do you want me to just tell you? It is
Yeah.
National Noodle Day.
Ooh.
October 6th. So it's a good day.
Okay.
Good day to go out and have that big. And the weather's just gonna be just right to have that big bowl of pasta.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well,
We had-
and did Oktoberfest start in Germany? Because it's a big deal over there.
It is. Yeah.
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 Yeah. Yeah. That's. See how many beers you can hold in.
And how many
in one time.
special sausages and
Right.
you
Isn't
can
it the
eat
giant
and all that.
bratwurst
Yeah.
things?
Yeah.
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 Like
Yeah.
sauerkraut or something on them? Or, yeah.
Ooh, now I'm getting hungry. I forgot to bring my lunch.
I
in
know,
today.
right? I'm like, hey, babe, are you
Right?
awake?
Alrighty, so
Ooh.
let's see. In what type of calendar is October the 10th month?
What
So
type
this-
of calendar? The Gregorian calendar.
That is correct, the Gregorian calendar.
All this random stuff you didn't think I knew.
Although they misspelled it here, they call it the Georgian calendar, which is slightly different. That's not really a thing.
Okay.
You are correct, the
Just
Gregorian
gonna
calendar.
knock my head. So we have somebody online, Kate Darling. Am I reading that right, Sharon?
Katie.
Katie, yep. She says that winter is considered the 4th season of the year, so the first day of spring would start at the first month.
Okay.
Oh, so that maybe that makes October the 8th month.
Katie, can you elaborate?
We're not sure.
You've,
But
you've-
we're guessing.
You've lost us here.
you have managed to stump us all.
Yeah. Well, what day is the first day of spring?
It's the spring equinox.
April, isn't it?
Isn't it
It's in March. It's in March.
I thought officially it was June 21st. Wasn't that the first day of summer?
That's summer.
Oh,
But
spring.
Spring
yeah.
is
So
the
if
spring
that's true,
equinox.
then March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. That's the 8th
That's
month.
8. Yeah. See, there you go.
Wow, that's something
You're
interesting,
so
isn't
good.
That's incredible. See, you learn stuff here.
This is why we have Sharon
Thank
here.
you, Sharon.
it? No, this
She
is why we
takes
have
the-
Katie, because
Yes.
she knew.
All right, so maybe you can So what season does October fall in the southern hemisphere? What season
Spring.
does spring. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. It marks spring. All right, so the Saxons called October Win Monath. What does that mean? See if you can break those words down.
Win.
W-Y-N Monath. M-O-N-A-T-H.
I don't know, windy month?
No?
That's what I was
Think-
thinking.
Right.
The month
Pr-
of wind.
pronounce.
You have to see.
Maybe the Y is pronounced like a hard Y. How would you pronounce that?
Wine.
Yeah.
So it's the month of wine,
Wine month.
Interesting.
Yeah.
which goes right into Oktoberfest because that's a
Alcohol, yeah.
yeah.
Yep. What autumn drinking festival is held in October every year in Munich, Germany?
Oktoberfest.
Oktoberfest.
Yep.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
What is the bird of the month for October? This one is actually very fitting.
The raven.
Nope.
Crow.
Nope.
Oh, come on.
I think it's fitting. It's another bird. We have them around here. We got big ones.
Great horned owl.
Owls. Yes, we'll take that. The owl.
Okay.
There you go.
Should still be raven.
Right.
I
They're
don't,
both-
get,
they're
it.
both-
I don't
they're-
get it, but it's okay.
They're both cool Halloween birds. I think.
All right. So what was the Celtic name for Halloween?
All Hallows Eve.
What, I don't know. Tell us.
Samhain.
Samhain. That's right. That's
Yeah.
right.
So
That's right.
Gaelic or Celtic, it would be Samhain or Samhain, but usually Samhain.
So the first full moon after the harvest moon falls in October or November. What is that moon called?
Wait, the harvest moon is in October. It's October 17th this year.
Okay.
So you're saying what's the moon after the harvest
What
moon?
is the next moon called? The first full moon after the harvest moon.
The sturgeon moon?
No. Is that a thing? A sturgeon moon?
Yes.
Like named after the fish?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sorry.
This is
These are hard questions.
No. This is we have we start with the wolf moon, then we go to the winter moon, then we do the pink moon and the flower moon, and then we have the worm moon, and we have
Don't worry, listeners. She's just making it all up.
I'm not.
This is not the gatherer's moon, but the
harvesting.
Harvest
moon.
No, because we had the harvest moon.
Oh.
So this would be the the canning moon. What do you
Putting it all away moon.
The hunter's moon.
The hunter's
The
moon.
hunter's moon.
Yeah.
Okay, Gino adds that they added July and August for the Julius and Augustus Caesar. So then it would be the 8th month if we didn't have July and August.
Oh, thank you, Gino.
Well, that's two different explanations. That's great.
Okay.
That's cool.
Very cool. I like that. I like that they could just change the dates. You know?
Yeah.
It all had to come from somewhere. It's all made up anyway, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's impressive though. I always think it's impressive that early people managed to figure out the cycles and stuff with
Well, we always are like, oh, those early people, it's so amazing. But we have to give them credit. They were a lot more intelligent than we think they were.
They were a lot more observant.
Yeah,
they didn't
they
have
were-
their faces in their cell phones all the time.
Yeah, so they had tracked the lunar calendar. Many of them understood the solar system. Many of them tracked different stars and different constellations.
Right.
They managed their water. In the Roman times, of course, their pipes were lined with lead. So, the really affluent people tended to die of lead poisoning. But, details. And the Nabateans in Petra with the old caravan route, the water management tools that they had to bring water into the canyon were just next level engineering, to bring the water. And they actually had things to manage flooding. So when they went to go and open up the Petra Canyon, when they found it, the archaeologists found it, and they took down these barriers on the river. They were there working, and there was a flood, and it killed 11 of the archaeologists. And they're like, oh, hey, maybe we should put that stuff back.
Right.
Because they had put things there to make sure that didn't happen, that the canyon didn't flood. So, yeah, lots of different amazing things that our ancestors were very, very knowledgeable about that we need to stop saying, isn't it amazing that they did that? But just, be like, yes, they did. We need to relearn some of this. We need to.
I know there have been a lot
Right?
a lot of history that has been I still get mad about the burning of the Library of Alexandria.
Oh, it hurts. It hurts to
it's
this day.
still too
Yeah.
soon.
Too soon. No.
That was the entire history of human knowledge erased
Right?
in a day.
It's just
Oh,
painful.
horrible.
Don't
Yeah.
you wonder, though? I mean, these are the things that make me wonder, Sharon.
Okay.
I see a mushroom on the ground, and it's sprouting all these weird little tentacles or whatever, because there's some funky mushrooms out there, right?
In my
Or
grass.
an oyster, or, something, and somebody goes, I wonder if I can eat that, right?
Yeah.
Right.
How did they determine which mushrooms were not going to melt your organs and which ones were okay? Or who looked at an oyster and said, that looks tasty? I mean, that's true hunger right there.
Right.
I understand the bugs more than I understand an oyster.
I saw a hilarious meme about the look on the guy's face, the first guy that got caught drinking the cow's milk. What are you doing? Nothing?
The visual. Oh, goodness. The visual.
Just hanging out with the cow.
Busy.
You guys are so funny.
All right, one last question here that we're going to get going. There have been 6 U.S. presidents born in the month of October. Which is the most recent president born in October? His birthday is in the news right now.
Carter.
Jimmy Carter.
Jimmy Carter turned 100.
Was it yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah, turned 100 years old.
Yeah.
He made it.
Hasn't he been on hospice forever?
He
was on hospice before his wife died.
Yeah, he's been in care for a while. I think
Yeah.
he's but he made it.
He made it.
200.
Good for him.
Congratulations, Jimmy
Yeah.
Carter. Yeah. All right, so we are out of time. We're actually past our time a little bit here. So you guys have any parting words of wisdom before we go?
Thank you for being awesome, Chuila. Keep it up.
There you go. All right.
And just be there this Saturday. Just go to some of the events.
Yes.
Be there. Be there armed with your kazoo.
Yeah.
Yes.
We will be selling kazoos during the day, all through the day of the festival. We'll be at the Friday market. Even if you buy a kazoo now and you forget it at home, we'll still have more. You can buy another one, or 2 or 3 or 10 or 20.
Well, and put aside a couple of dollars and plan on eating downtown.
Exactly.
You know,
Lots of great
support
food.
our local economy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you can stay tuned tonight right here on KCHW from 6 to 8 p.m. with music for the mountain. 8 to 10 p.m. is Dirt Road Blues with our very own Dirt Road Doug McQuain live in the studio, followed up by Planetary Radio, Sea Change Radio, Echo Shock, Total, and Earth Date. Don't forget to go out and get your kazoos. That's right. That's right. And we will see you back here again tomorrow morning with myself and Scott on the KCHW Morning Show. This is
Okay.
Paula's going to lead us out with a beautiful tune as we head out. Thank you so much for listening to the KCHW Morning Show. We'll be back tomorrow morning. Goodbye, everybody.
I got to get out of here.
We got to be careful. If we annoy him too much, they're not going to want to buy his food.
I love it.
Or you can join in on the fun.
Yes, join in on the fun.
And become a child again.
That's right. These kazoos aren't just for kids.
No.
I don't know how people can walk by a kazoo display and not
want to buy a kazoo.
want to buy a kazoo.
It's just like a primal thing. Must have kazoo.
Thank you, everybody. We're going to get out of here now.
Bye.
It's not